What's up, Leos? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. So, guys, I am finally getting to your August reading. So, I just want to start by saying happy birthday to all of you. And I hope you guys have really been enjoying this. I just had to take, a spiritual time out because I was just super burnt out. So, to all of those that really understand, how sensitive this work could be, thank you so much for, being there, supporting me. For those that did get upset with me, I'm sorry that you couldn't understand my situation, but I will always put myself first. Always. And as Leos, I know that you guys will really understand and appreciate that. So, guys, let's jump right into things. Let's see what August has in store for you. And let's move on from this point, okay? Now, I am going to be posting today in the community section of my YouTube a poll for all of you to take. So you will get 2 bonus readings from me. So whichever the top 2 are, those are the bonus readings I will do for you guys. Now, you will get a mid-month and a love reading for this month. So just keep that in mind because love is one of the options that you guys could pick from, but you will already get a love reading, okay? So just keep that in mind when voting. All right, Leo, so let's see what's going on. Okay, so what is going on with the sign of Leo? Past, present, and future. What is going on with the sign of Leo? August 2018. And this will be for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. All right, my lovely lions, let's see what is in the cards for you. All right, so the energy that you guys have here is the 6 of Cups in the reverse. So either parting ways with someone amicably or reuniting with someone from your past. Now, we have the 7 of Swords in the reverse, Queen of Pentacles, and 9 of Cups in the reverse. So for some of you, you may have to part ways with someone due to secrets that may have come out. Some of you could be dealing with the Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or maybe this has to do with something that could, kind of infringe upon your stability or your money, which, we don't like it when people play with our money. So something that you're unhappy about, but a sense of closure that you still need. For a lot of you, it could be with the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, okay? Or just something that has to do with your finances or career. So going into the past, guys, the first card that we have here is a Hierophant in the reverse. So this is going to be a sense of unconventionality, something that the universe doesn't really support for you, something that you guys could be falling out of, or something that you feel is just, going against your moral or maybe even religious beliefs. And you have the 3 of Pentacles. So with the 3 of Pentacles, this is building with someone, this is talking to someone, getting your ideas out, feeling appreciated by an establishment or, by another person. And we have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So I really feel like you guys are trying to build something that just truly wasn't meant for you. Okay, with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, not only did things not go in a good way, but I feel like, things really hit the fan in a negative way here. But you guys are being the lions that you are, all right? And you're being strong and resilient throughout this. And that's why, I love your sign so much, because I just love the resiliency and the power that comes within a Leo. Now, we have the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse and the Tower card in the reverse. So there's something here that you guys knew you had to be strong and really just guard yourself from, in order to avoid a catastrophic situation. Okay? The next card here is the Emperor in the reverse. So whether this is, you or somebody else, maybe you were dealing with someone, who was being fake and dishonest towards you, okay? And you're seeing that they're kind of wearing a mask. Or maybe this is a situation that you got yourself in only because you failed to be honest with yourself, okay? But somebody here isn't being honest with themselves and with others. They're wearing a mask in a situation. Maybe they're being very stubborn and feeling like they're right about something. And we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Alright, so that is your energy. So maybe if it's within love, you guys are juggling partners. If this is within work or just with your friends or family, that sense of you meaning well, wanting to help and wanting to be a good time and be a good person to be around. But when it comes to having to, really help people out where they need it, you're not reliable in that sense. But it could also be somebody around you that it just isn't reliable, okay? So let's get one more card here and see what's going on, because this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy keeps following you. But again, it could be financial as well, or with work. But you guys have the Four of Swords here. So there's a situation that there's a lot of unstable energies here. But with the Four of Swords, there's a sense of thinking about what's the best way to move past this. What's the smartest way to move forward? And guys, the energies lately just have been so crazy. So, and I'm saying this just personally as advice, but right now, astrologically, I don't really do astrology. I just do more the tarot and, the science part of it. But astrologically, shit is out of whack, okay? So I feel like people have higher tempers, shorter fuses, and there's just a lot of like volcanic sort of, or volcanic rather, sort of energies around where people are just exploding at any minute, and it's like, holy shit, this didn't call for that. What are you doing? Like, it's just too much. But if you feel like you're going through that, just be aware that everything is kind of like tense within the atmosphere and all of that. Because there's just something here that you're really just trying to get past, okay? And with the Eight of Wands as the next card for your past, maybe someone that you were talking to, something that you were trying to put work and action into, but there's a sense of imbalance with whatever this was. Why is this Eight of Wands here? We have the Six of Wands in the reverse, so something that you might have been working on or someone that you may have been talking to where you don't think that there's going to be a victory here, or that something's not going to turn out the way that you want it to. And there's a sense of having to suppress any pain or disappointment that you might feel in regards to this. But the fact that this didn't happen is causing stability. So that's the beautiful thing about what's happening astrologically. I know we had retrogrades, I know we had a blood moon not too long ago, but people that are supposed to fall out of your life are falling out. So think of it as just, a swift cleanup. So if anyone gave you problems, if anyone gave you shit, if anyone fell out of your life, then good. That's less garbage that you have to put out, okay? Now, in the present moment, the first card that you guys have is the Karma card upright. In this deck, this is the Judgment card upright, okay? So you guys taking a step back from a situation and just really making that final call on it. And with the Knight of Swords in the reverse, you're realizing that this is just something that is way too reckless, okay? Maybe you're dealing with a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini who's super reckless, but the situation within itself is reckless. It's something that you have to walk away from and let go of. And we have the Sun card, all right? So this is a card for you guys as well. So despite any bullshit, you're always good, okay? So again, another reason why I love you guys so much. So maybe there's a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio here, or just something that you're very passionate about, but there was some sort of bullshit that you had to cut out in order to have a new start for yourself, okay? Now, in the center of your reading, and also the next card for your present moment, you have the Magician in the reverse. So something that you're either choosing not to manifest anymore, or a strong sense of manipulation around you. So really be wary of the people that you're, allowing into your lives right now. We have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So if there's any sense of loss, if there's any sense of sadness, anything that didn't go your way, maybe you felt left out in the cold, or you left someone out in the cold, you're getting over it. Okay, so this is you finally seeing the light of day, especially if it was in regards to someone who was manipulating you. Okay, and we have the Queen of Cups here. So it could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but I feel like for some of you, something is happening here where you're worried about someone from the past that you may want to reconcile with, something that you may be wishing for, or just a situation from the past that you want to kind of bring back into your life. But there's a lot of, tension around this problem where you're really going to have to speak your ground, speak your mind and stand your ground. Or maybe there's someone who's being that way towards you, but don't overexert yourself. There could be something here that really, really pisses you guys off with the Queen of Wands in the reverse, where you feel very betrayed. Or maybe someone feels very betrayed by you, but regardless of what side of the spectrum you're on, it works out for you at the end, okay? So if you had to let someone go, it was probably for the best. If someone had to let you go, there's still good things that are coming in. This could be you just feeling very abundant emotionally, or just a crap load of money coming towards you. So you're fine either way, okay? The last card that we have for the present moment is the Page of Wands. So someone that you're talking to, maybe ideas that you have, passions that you have that you're letting people know about, but definitely something new that's coming in. You have the Eight of Swords in the reverse, so now you have complete clarity. If there's anything that made you feel stuck or trapped, if there was anything that mentally was holding you back, it's gone. It's gone, and you're working on, building new things for yourself. Okay. And we have the Five of Cups. So with the Five of Cups, whatever it is that you're coming to light about and that's making you angry, it's something that I feel just had to come out, guys. Okay? You needed this reality check. Whether it was you realizing something you didn't like about yourself or something that you didn't like in another person or in a situation, the fact that this loss is happening, you're able to do more things. So I really want to make sure that you guys aren't focusing on these cups that spilled, but these cups up here that still have water in them, the potential that you still have going for you. Okay, the universe knows what it's doing. If there's anything that's falling out of your life, let it go. Okay, people can be replaced, lovers can be replaced, ambitions, jobs, all of that, it can be replaced. All right, nothing in our life is for sure, but we could always find something else to replace it. Okay, now moving forward into the future, the first card that we have is the Temperance card in the reverse. So something that you guys might feel uneasy about within your soul, maybe a Sagittarius around you that isn't acting right. All right, and you have the Five of Wands, fighting, arguing, bickering, pettiness, something that you just feel very uneasy about. And I feel like it's, whatever it is that came to light and caused you to feel some sort of loss, but you're avoiding it, okay? You are aware that something is making you uneasy, and you're also aware that you have to dodge this bullet, okay? There's going to be some sort of harsh or abrupt ending, maybe some sort of betrayal that's being felt. But you guys are moving away from it, and again, it's still leading to something very good. Now you have the Five of Swords here. So with the Five of Swords, still a lot of conflict that you guys are dealing with within your environment. All right, but with the Nine of Wands in the reverse, whatever is causing conflict, you're saying no more. This is when the Leo switch that I always talk to you guys about, it turns off. You don't want to deal with it. You wake up one morning and it's like, yeah, this may hurt me, but this is bullshit, and I'm not going to deal with it anymore. All right, and with the Three of Cups, there's a sense of like the universe celebrating for you, okay? So definitely a celebration that, could be here, although you might not be in the mood for it, but it's there, okay? It's something that really put you in your reverse, something that really did bother you, but once you give up on it, new and better things come in. For some of you, if this is within love, maybe it was a third-party situation, okay? But it's still bringing good things in for you guys by letting this go. Now, the last card for your future, we have the King of Swords in the reverse. So it could be a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini that you're dealing with, or it could be an energy that you take, but either way, this is not a fun energy to be around. This is someone that really chooses to be selfish and think about themselves, and that could be a good thing, if you're coming out of something that was just really chaotic and now you're finally standing up for yourself. So in that case, sure, this could be good. But most of the time, this is just someone who's very malicious, very cruel, someone that can be abusive, mentally, physically, emotionally, verbally. Just not an energy you want to be around. And if there's anyone that's pushing you to have this energy, it's definitely something you have to let go of. But you do have a very close bond here. You have someone that you feel, a soul connection to. All right, and with the Moon card here, This could be clarity that you're having or a sense of awakening here. So I feel like at a time where, you know, the tides are super high, where you guys are really feeling a lot of, you know, possibly negative energies, there's something very strong that comes in. And with the moon card, again, yes, this could be secrets that come out. But I feel in this case, it's that clarity of, wow, this was a shitty situation, but now I understand why it had to happen. Okay, now I have such better connections coming in. So this could be a new lover that comes into your life, a new friend. This could be you taking a job, but just something that you feel really good about that comes to you after a betrayal, and maybe something you got yourself into where you didn't have all the facts about a person or about a situation, but you're fine at the end of it. So, you know, if someone feels really screwed over here, okay, I see them, you know, I see the universe kind of repaying them and giving them reparations for anything messed up that could have been going on with them. Okay, so definitely a lot going on here, guys. So let's pull an Oracle of Visions Oracle card. Okay, this is by Cairo Marchetti, which I was telling you guys, you know, last month that this is my favorite artist when it comes to you know, tarot illustration or drawing. So let's see what card pops out for you guys. What card of guidance does the sign of Leo need? Okay, so you guys got two cards here. Alright, and I always give you guys a number because I know a lot of you who are into tarot, you're going to be into numerology as well. So we have the number 13 and the number 50. Alright, so we'll start with 13 since it'll be the first one that comes up in the book, and let's see what this card talks about. So you have productivity, control, organization. Take your needle, my child, and work at your pattern. It will come out a rose by and by. Life is like that, one stitch at a time, taken patiently, and the pattern will come out all right, like the embroidery. Okay, so it's saying that this card considers the gathering of separate elements, people, or ideas from the everyday nuances of family dynamics to the managing of a corporate team. Okay, be wary of over-controlling, micromanaging, or getting lost in the details. Allow each participant to contribute fully and not to be undermined by one person's overall position. So with this, guys, there's definitely a lot of chaos that you're coming through, but there is something that you're building. But you can't, you know, I feel like right now, if you're looking at the bigger picture or the, you know, the finished product that you want, it's not necessarily going to be the best because I feel like it can just kind of stress you out or just overburden you. So really cut things up, you know, compartmentalize them, where it's just like, okay, what can I get done today? Make a small list for yourself, something realistic that you could get done within that day, and just get it done little by little. And you'll see after all these little mini to-do lists that you have for building whatever it is that you want, you know, you'll look back a month or two later and it's like, oh shit, look at everything I just did. But if you look at it as a whole, I just feel like it could be overwhelming for you. Okay. Now, the next card that you guys have, let's find this here. So you guys have number 50. So this is curiosity, comparisons, dissatisfaction. These definitely go hand in hand. One of the most tragic things I know about human nature is that all of us tend to put off living. We are all dreaming of some magical rose garden over the horizon instead of enjoying the roses that are blooming outside our windows today. Okay? So that has so much to do with this other card, where you guys can kind of be overwhelmed by what the big picture is. Maybe you're looking at your friends or your family and you're comparing your life to theirs. Maybe you're looking at that happy married couple on Facebook that probably fight all the time, but you're not going to know that because they have to put a front on for social media, you know. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're looking at your chapter, you know, 5 and comparing it to someone's chapter 35. And you can't do that. And because, you know, that's where depression comes from. That's where we really realize that we're not going to be happy with a lot of things in our life when we compare it to other people. This is a shallow world, guys. And you have to understand that 95% of people are fronting. All right, where they're going to put out their best face. They're going to take 1,000 pictures and post that one picture that looks good. They're going to, you know, like in Drake's song, you know, saving all these pictures from vacation and posting them throughout time, you know, making you think that they're traveling and they're doing all this stuff, but they're not really doing it. So understand, I don't care if a person's rich or head over heels in love or, you know, traveling the world. I don't give a shit what a person's position is in life. Everyone goes through their own struggles. It's just a lot of us are not going to put that out there. We're not going to air out our dirty laundry. So when you compare what you're doing compared to what other people may have or what they're building, yeah, there's going to be a sense of depression and just not being happy with what you're providing. So you don't do it. Just focus on yourself. Focus on watering your own grass. Focus on building whatever it is that you want, and don't look at anything else. Just, what do I have to do today for myself? Okay, because it's all a front, guys. You really can't look at anything and envy it. You really can't, because there's always, you know, there's always a backstory. There's always something that people aren't showing. So don't let yourself get, you know, lost in the sense of comparison. Just work. What is it that you love? What is it that you're trying to build? And just build it. Stop worrying about other people. Stop worrying about what people think. Stop worrying about what people say. Oh, you can't do this. You're not smart enough to do this. You're not, you know, prepared to do this sort of thing. You're a piece of shit. I don't care what they say. Work and prove people wrong and shut them up. Okay? And I don't know any other sign that could do that better than a Leo. So you guys got this. You know, I'm not worried about y'all at all. But it's time to work. Alright, so whatever it was that you guys have to fall out of, it's something that's really setting you up for what it is that you have to build. Okay, because when you're working on something big, especially if you're the type of person who, you know, prays or you meditate and you say, oh my God, I want this so bad. I want to build this so bad. Put me in a position where I can do it. And then you see kind of people dropping like flies around you. That's the universe listening to your prayer. That's God, you know, whatever you guys believe in, listening to your prayer. That had to go in order for you to succeed. All right? And don't give too much mental energy to those who are not supporting you or to those who kind of did you wrong, because they don't deserve it. Just focus on what you have going for you. Know that you're able to establish and build whatever it is that you want, and don't worry about the people that weren't there. Okay? They will be sick to their stomachs when they see the success that you have. But don't waste time by dwelling on what they seem to have. Okay? There's always a backstory. I love you guys so much, and I hope that you guys are having an incredible birthday season. So anything that you guys need, you know, always feel free to reach out. Now, in regards to personal readings, if you guys would like a personal reading, you know, I just had a really bad experience last month because, and I told you guys in the last mid-month reading that I did for you in July, but I am always really, really, really busy and really swamped, and it got to the point where I felt like a robot because I was waking up, reading all day, going to sleep, waking up, reading all day, falling to sleep, where I was just feeling really burnt out. And to be honest, I was just starting to lose my passion for this. So I don't want that to happen, and I knew that I needed time off, so I took about a week to 2 weeks off, just doing whatever it is that my heart desired. And a lot of people were very, very upset, and those are not people that I want around me. Okay, those aren't people that I want to read for. So to be completely honest with you, now that I'm just catching up and finally getting back into the groove, I'm making the wait time anywhere from 3 to 4 weeks. Okay, because if I need to take a spiritual day off, I want to be able to take that without someone feeling entitled to send me anything nasty. Okay, so I'm really in a place where, like you guys are doing right now, I will put myself first. Okay, so I'm putting it to 3 to 4 weeks so that I can do things, you know, comfortably. I don't feel like I have to work 11 hours straight a day. So please, you know, if you do get a reading, just be very patient with me, and once you guys get your confirmation email, just know that I have it. There is absolutely no need to email me or to check, you know, the status of the reading. I will get it out to you at the time that it is finished, but please do email me if something changes and you need to make me aware. Okay, but other than that, if you do need to hear from me right away, I have emergency readings. Okay, so with those, I will get that out usually within 24 hours. Okay, so a day to 2 days at at most, and I'll get that out to you very, very quick. So if you guys do need me, there is always an outlet to find me in a very, very fast way. I just want everyone to be aware that I am one person, and I really just want to keep a nice and smooth energy with this. So I really just don't want anyone who feels like they can attack me or anything like that, because you'll just see a side of me that you probably don't think exists. So I love y'all, and you know, really put yourself first with whatever it is that you're building, and whatever it was that you guys had to let go of, just let it go. It wasn't meant for you. And you guys, you know, I love the Leo energy because you guys are just naturally very, very powerful people. So remember the power that you have, and don't let anyone take that from you. Okay, take care, guys.